New discoveries in Petrified Forest National Park. Archaeology in the expansion lands. Time lapse of the stars in the night sky near dawn. Petrified wood. Brown grasses around Pueblo remnants and ruins.
In archaeology, the park was expanded in 2004 by Congress to include 125,000 new acres. We acquired 26,000 of those in 2011. And so this last summer, the first summer, we've been able to get out there to see what we bought. We continue to find sites that fill in the story from 13,000 years ago all the way up to the current time. There's a 13,000 year period of unbroken presence in this park. And there are not a lot of places in the Southwest that can say that.
Cultural artifacts.
As the park archaeologist, my job is kind of focused on managing the archaeological resources in the park. So we have archaeology, everything from large Pueblo structures, like you might see in the park, Puerco Pueblo, to small lithic scatters, to historic structures, roads, trails, things like that. And my job is to go out and, first of all, make sure that they're in good condition, or that the Park Service is doing everything that we can to maintain them in good condition. To try to encourage research and to do research of my own, as well as to go out and inventory for new archaeology.
Pottery shards.
Primarily what we've been doing now is looking at areas of high potential or high impacts. So places where you might have erosion coming through that might be washing things out, or large ridge crests or overlooks that are high potential for archaeological sites. Well, I think that there's some pretty incredible petroglyph sites that are in the expansion lands. I think it's a really interesting resource that we can then go out and try to learn more about. This is one of the examples of some of the many petroglyph panels that we are starting to find in the expansion lands of Petrified Forest. We've known about this site for just over a year, but it's just one of many. And almost every day that we go out, we'll find new sites and new petroglyph sites out here.
Petroglyph on rock.
Lately we've been calling it the Ripple site. It's a large petroglyph site. It's got, I think, about 25 different petroglyph panels. The petroglyphs themselves have a lot of different design elements that we see throughout the park, but we also have some earlier design elements that we might link with earlier groups, as well as some later stuff that we might link with Pueblo groups that are around today. One of the really unique things archaeologically at Petrified Forest is the petrified wood. The petrified wood has for 10,000 years been a source of raw material that people have used in the production of stone tools. We have arrowheads that are actually made out of petrified wood.
Arrowhead made of petrified wood.
The wood itself is actually a good material to chip into stone tools. So one of the things that we see is these beautiful projectile points that are actually made out of petrified wood. Northern Arizona has had a long history of occupation. Since the last ice age, people have been living here. What's special about Petrified Forest is that we've managed to preserve this record. So for the last 13,000 years, we have a record of people living and working and surviving here at Petrified Forest.
Various petroglyphs on rock overhang. Produced in association with the Southern Colorado Plateau Inventory and Monitoring Network of the National Park Service and the Northern Arizona University School of Communication. Special thanks to Brad Trevor, Bill Wrights, and the staff of Petrified Forest National Park.